Hello everyone, good evening. So sorry for the delay. So there was a technical issue. So my internet was down. So this is DU Zoology 2021 paper. So this is the first part of this paper. Anyone there on the board? Please let me know. Hello everyone, this is Debasish. Welcome to Unacademy. So in this particular class, we are going to discuss some questions of DU Zoology 2021. This is me, Debasish Kar, plus and verified educator in the exam category. So I have completed my bachelor's in geology from Utkal University, Masters in Life Sciences from Central University of Jharkhand. I have cleared GATE Life Sciences 2 times and CSIR-NET JRF with 104 and 43 rank. So the achievement of my students, this year one of my students got AR 8. Price is going to hike very soon. So if at all you want to take a subscription, take it as soon as possible. You can use the code DKSR Live for 10% off. These are the courses I have completed so far. These are the upcoming courses on human physiology, PYQ and genetics. And this is the ongoing course on PYQ and biochemistry and techniques. So I'm going to cover all those techniques related to your biology. Okay, so this is the first question. Which of the following is not a characteristic feature of flatworms? Which of the following is not a characteristic feature of flatworms? So flatworms, also known as platyhelminthes. So you have to find out which is not the feature of. Digestive system is incomplete, circulatory system is absent, muscular system is of mesodermal origin, triploblastic, pseudocoelomate. Okay, so first option is digestive system is incomplete. So they have a digestive system and it is incomplete. So what is complete digestive system? In case if at all there is a mouth and anus, both are present. So then in that case that is known as complete digestive system. But in case of platyhelminthes, only one opening is there. So the same opening is working as a mouth and anus. So that's why there is a this a statement is correct and digestive system is incomplete. Circulatory system is absent. Yes, there is no circulatory system. There is no such system because these are very primitive organisms. So they do not have a circulatory system like blood, fluid, nothing like that. Structures is present over there. Muscular system is of mesodermal origin. So yes, they have muscular system and it is of mesodermal origin. So for that reason, it is diploblastic, but it is not pseudocoelomate. It is acoelomate. No coelom is there. Body cavity is not lined by the coelom. It's acoelomate. Okay. Next, a species in taxonomic terms can be most closely defined as. A group of evolutionary related population they may not interpret. So that concept of species is rely on the interbreeding, right? So there is interbreeding. If there is not interbreeding, so then there will be no species. So species will interbreed. So this is a wrong statement. The second statement is category to which most taxonomic information is attached. So it's a category to which most taxonomic information is attached. So this is not a scientific explanation of the species term. So this is a wrong statement. Fundamental unit of evolution of organism. No. The last one is a population having same evolutionary basis and free gene flow. So if at all there will be free gene flow, that means they will interbreed. Okay, so option 4 is the answer. Species inhabiting in different geographical regions are known as. This is a very simple question of biological species concept or speciation. Different geographical region they will call as allopathic species. So allopathic species क्या होता है? For an example, this is a population. So they will present over here. So population आपका यहाँ पर present है और there is a very physical barrier, any of the physical barrier, for an example river or a mountain, anything. So which will restrict both the species, for example A and B, to move to each other's space, right? For that reason, so there will be those species will form, two species will form. So this is called as allopathic species. If at all there will any geographical barrier, for the geographical barrier, any formation of new species known as allopathic species. Next, which of the following lack locomotory organs? Organs used for movement. So these are all the classes of groups of protozoans. So as you know, protozoans are divided on the basis of their locomotory organs. So here we have to find out which of the following lack locomotory organs. Flagellates, Rhizopoda, Ciliata, Sporozoa. From the name you can say. So flagellates, flagella, rhizopoda. I think these are the pseudopods. Ciliate, cilia, sporozoa, they do not have any locomotory organ. This is the answer. Life cycle of Hydra is characterized by presence of both polyp and medusa phases. Polyp phase predominant and medusa phase usually absent. Polyp phase nearly absent and medusa phase usually predominant. Absence of both polyp and medusa phases. Okay. So in this case, in Hydra, the polyp phase is predominant and the medusa phase is usually absent. Next question. Primary host of fasciola, fasciola hepatica. Rat, pig, sheep, human. Primary host. Oh, that's great. Where are you from? Amarjit. Fasciola hepatica. So you can contact me through BioLexicon, my Telegram channel. If at all you need any guidance, you can contact me through that BioLexicon. So for Fasciola hepatica, sheep will be the primary host. Next. Wallace line is present in between. So this is a question from your geography. Like this is a part of ecology, so that you could understand how the species will form, how the species will grow, on which area the species will grow. So we'll understand from this. Wallace line. So this is in between Oriental and Australian regions. So in examination hall, if at all you haven't read these topics, you can skip easily. This is a nice question, and you can answer this. The alarming rate of depletion of biodiversity. So you have to find out what is the reason for depletion of biodiversity. बायोडाइवर्सिटी कम होने का रीजन क्या है? ग्लोबल वार्मिंग नो. हैबिटेट डिस्ट्रक्शन. सो अगर हैबिटेट आपका नहीं रहेगा, हैबिटेट अगर खराब हो जाएगा, तो ऑब्वियसली बायोडाइवर्सिटी जो होगा, लाइक नंबर ऑफ डिफरेंट स्पीसीज, वो डिक्रीज हो जाएंगे. आपका जो चेन्स होंगे, आपके फूड चेन्स, फूड वे, वो आपका डिस्ट्रॉय होगा, राइट? Pollution by pesticides and heavy metals, ozone depletion. In ecological succession, from pioneer to climax community, the biomass will So there will be a pioneer community, then cereals, different cereals, then the climax. Climax. So there is a growth, growth, growth. So the biomass will obviously they will increase continuously. Okay. So after climax community is a fixed, there will be no change hereafter. So it will increase. The region in India that not yet marked as biodiversity hotspot. This is Gangetic Plain. The Himalayas, Indo-Burma region, Western Ghat, so they have like huge biodiversity hotspots. Very important biodiversity hotspots as well. Next, so this is a question from your microbiology. A group of bacteria that extract inorganic compounds from their environment and convert them into organic nutrient compounds can be classified as. Just correlate and answer. This is chemoautotrophs. So inorganic compound से organic compound बना रहा है, right? So they will be chemoautotrophs. Food chain. Another question from your ecology. Dead animals, blowfly maggot, frog, snake. So this is a food chain. This is a detritus food chain because it's starting from a dead animal. So this is a detritus food chain. Allelopathy. So it's the inhibition of growth of one species by another species by production of secondary metabolites. Especially, you can see the example of antibiotics. So antibiotic secretion, antibiotic formation. So that is an example of allelopathy. Max, the list one, it list two. So let me tell you. So there is an example of larval forms in different phyla. So they have given you certain organisms name from the phylum, then their larval forms. Just match it. Okay. So first of all, is given as Taenia solium, right? So it's a organism from your Platyhelminthes. So they have hexacanth larva. So A is one, is a front of one. Obelia. So Obelia have planula larva. Unio have Glochidium. Balanoglossus, Tornaria larva. Miracidium is your echinodermata, isn't it? So A1, D4, then B3, C2, B3, A1, A1, okay, D4, yeah. So the third one. A halterizan or A. So this is a balancing organ of housefly. Which of the following are schizocoelomates? So here you can see the platyhelminthes, ascalminthes, these are not those schizocoelomates. Here the Canidomata is not a schizocoelomate. So the third, Annelida, Arthropoda and Mollusca, these are all three phylums are schizocoelomates. In bivalves, which structure secretes pearl? So this is a like memory based question. If I tell you no, then you know the answer, otherwise you don't. So this is a nacreous layer. So this is the innermost layer of bivalves. So this is the layer which secretes the pearl. The common character of Anopheles, Hirudinaria, Cimex, Genocylla. All are nephridia, no. Saliva contains anticoagulant, yes. All they're not all are insects. They will not lay eggs in stagnant water. Next question. Following are the statements regarding the cephalic appendages of prawn. So cephalic appendages, I hope you know, are present on the anterior region, the brain. Statement 1. There are three pairs of cephalic appendages of prawn. The cephalic appendages of prawn are antennae, mandibles, and maxillary. So there are five pairs, and the name are, the first one is antennules, antennae, mandibles, maxillary, maxillary. So these are all five pairs. So both statement 1 and 2 are incorrect. Formation of migratory locust swarms occur due to surge of aggregation of pheromones and developmental hormones. So like basically pheromones is not that prevalent in this animal phylum. Seasonal changes in insect behavior, no, it can be happen anytime, right? So there will be no seasonal thing. Favorable environment conditions and plenty of food in their breeding phases. Yes, this is the correct statement. Crop cycle is not the case over here. Ostridium. Digestive system, respiratory system, excretory system, olfactory system. So this is a sense organ and it will relate it to olfactory system. Identify the statement that doesn't true for desmosomes. Not true. So these are the cell-cell junction found between the adjacent cell. Yes, desmosomes. These are desmosomes. These contain desmosomal cadherines. The cytosolic domain of desmosomal cadherines are linked to the actin cytoskeleton by adaptor protein, not the cytosolic domain. This is, I think, the wrong statement. The extracellular domain of desmosomal cadherines of adjacent cells bind to each other by heterophilic interactions. Okay, so जो आपका एक्स्ट्रासेलुलर डोमेन है वो आपका बाइंड करता है किससे, ये एक्टिन साइटोस्केलेटन से बाइंड नहीं करता है, ठीक है, तो माइक्रोट्यूबुल से ये अटैच होता है. Jonula occludens. These are also another question from your cell-cell interaction extracellular matrix. Binding of tight junction proteins in adjacent cells. No. Linking the cytosolic domain of tight junction proteins to the actin cytoskeleton. Yes, this is correct. If the pH of mitochondrial matrix is maintained 7.0, okay, so for example, this is a mitochondria and you know there are two layers. This is the outer membrane, this is the inner membrane, this is the matrix. Okay, so that pH of mitochondrial matrix is maintained 7.0 and pH of intermembrane spaces remain unaffected. What will be the scene over here? Movement of protons through the F0 complex is reduced. Yes, this is the correct answer, because if at all there will be pH 7.0 over here, so this is a neutral pH, wasn't it? So अगर आपका pH यहाँ पर आपका low होगा, तभी आपका प्रोटॉन पंप होगा, राइट? प्रोटॉन पंप होगा, सो प्रोटॉन पंप होंगे तभी आपका ये प्रोटॉन मोटिव फोर्स जनरेट करेगा, एटीपी सिंथेसिस होगा, तो आपका प्रोटॉन का मूवमेंट आपका क्या हो जाएगा? रिड्यूस हो जाएगा अगर आपका पीएच न्यूट्रल रहा तो क्योंकि यहाँ पर एच का कंसंट्रेशन आपका घट जाएगा. सो अगर H प्लस या प्रोटॉन का कंसंट्रेशन घट जाएगा, सो आपका जो प्रोटॉन मोटिव फोर्स यहाँ पर फॉर्मेशन होगा, एटीपी सिंथेज जो फॉर्मेशन करेगा, तो वो आपका रिड्यूस हो जाएगा. Which one of the following is not an acting binding protein? This is ankyrin. Ankyrin कहाँ पर प्रेजेंट है? आरबीसी के मेम्ब्रेन में प्रेजेंट होगा. This is a single pass membrane protein. This is not attached with actin. Phosphorylation of intermediate filaments generally leads to their disassembly. This modification is observed in basically migrating cells. Next question, mitosis, prophase of mitosis. You can do this question. Duplication of centrosome takes place. Prophase of mitosis, no, ये आपका इंटरफेज में, सो इंटरफेज में आपका ये होता है. The duplicated centrosome start moving to the opposite side of the nucleus. Yes, प्रोफेज में आपका होगा कि जो अपोजिट पोल में होगा, दिस इज न्यूक्लियस, आपका सेंट्रोसोम यहाँ पर प्रेजेंट है, एक कैसा है और एक 90 डिग्री करके उसको प्रेजेंट होगा. सो ये आपका अपोजिट पोल को मूव करेगा. ठीक है, तो एक न्यूक्लियस यहाँ पर आएगा, सो दैट की आपका काइनेटोकोर फॉर्मेशन होगा, स्पिंडल फाइबर्स. Microtubules of the mitotic spindle attached to the kinetics cores of condensed chromosomes. ये आपका कहाँ पर होंगे? मेटाफेज में. The chromosomes start moving towards the center of the mitotic spindle. ये भी आपका मेटाफेज का फिनोमेनन है, राइट? सो अर्ली मेटाफेज नीचे वाला अर्ली मेटाफेज है, और जो माइक्रोट्यूबल्स अटैच होगा, सो दे आर द लेट मेटाफेज, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज वेरी कोरिलेटेड, सो यू कैन नॉट डिफरेंशिएट प्रॉपरली every time, isn't it? Next question. Which of the following is not a component of epinephrine CMP signaling pathway for glycogen breakdown? Adenylyl cyclase, protein kinase J, phosphorylation kinase, CRA binding protein. Okay, so the option 4, CRE binding protein, this is a transcription factor. Mismatch repair system, inequali, mutase, mutate, mutel are the key players. The repair of mismatch in the newly replicated DNA can be initiated by these proteins because, like, what is the basic process? Why? Like, how they are associate? That's a question. Mutase recognizes the mismatch, activates the endonuclease mutate. So this is not the reason. Mutase recognizes the mismatch and binds as complex with mutyl mutase. This is also not the reason. The adenine is methylated in the newly synthesized strand. No. So there will be a hemimethylated strand. So when the new DNA is synthesized, so there will be SEC protein which will prevent from methylation. So it will prevent the methylation. So due to that hemimethylation condition, that repair system can recognize the between the newly synthesized strand and the old synthesized strand, right? The parent strand, we can say. So the option 4, the complex recognizes unmethylated adenine in the GATC sequence in the newly synthesized strand. Which of the modified nucleotide in the tRNA is responsible for Hubble codon anticodon? So let me draw a tRNA. Okay, you can see. So guys, this is the anticodon loop. This will bind to the mRNA, isn't it? There will be 3 bases. So which of the following nucleotide, modified nucleotide present in tRNA ओके सो सूरज आपका कौन सा सब्जेक्ट है आपका आपका सब्जेक्ट कौन सा है या व्हिच सब्जेक्ट आपका सब्जेक्ट क्या है ओके मैथमेटिक्स एंड कंप्यूटिंग एयर इज 54 या ओबीसी कैटेगरी मिल जाएगा आराम से मिल जाएगा सो या सो मिल जाएगा अभी प्रोग्राम चॉइस में आईआईटी दिल्ली गुवाहाटी हैदराबाद ऐसा अगर आईआईटी दिल्ली में सिलेक्शन हो जाता है तो गुवाहाटी नहीं मिलेगा फिर अपग्रेड होता है डाउनग्रेड नहीं होता है बट आपको जो प्रेफरेंस होता है जनरली उसको नंबर 1 में रखना चाहिए but there is a good chance that you will get yeah I got you so there is a good chance you will get क्योंकि दिल्ली में तो थोड़ा ज़्यादा सीट्स रहते हैं so आपका ओबीसी 54 है या आपका नॉर्मल 54 है एआर 54 है ना तो ओबीसी में कितना रैंक है आपका और इज ओबीसी रैंक okay so the option inosine will be the answer सीडोरिडीन आपका भी प्रेजेंट होता है एंटी बट कोडन एंटीकोडन में नहीं होता है टी स्टाइल लूप में आपका प्रेजेंट होता है so guys if you want to crack IIT JAM as well as other entrance examination GAT B CUCET HCU DU and other entrance examination whatever you are going to appear for so then you can take one subscription you will get daily live classes structured courses live testing quizzes on grid access so you can use the code DKSR live for 10% off my personal guidance thank you so much guys for being a great audience please comment like and share and if at all you haven't subscribed to our channel please do subscribe it if at all you get any doubt any confusion so please let me know on the comment section I will definitely help you out okay thank you bye bye good night